Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me out there? Can you hear me on the stream? If you can, let me know. Don't have any of my filters or sound gates or anything like that set up yet, so things are going to be kind of harsh. Alright, so I'm going to go into the editor. Oh, my levels are all over the place. How about now, Spook? I know there's going to be that delay, so... Please, I'm not seeing... My stream is... It's live. YouTube's telling me it's live. Let me refresh it. There we go. Alright, so Twitch and YouTube are both live. And in the bottom right hand corner of your video, just in case anybody's not aware, I don't know how many people are watching the stream at the moment since I just restarted it, but you can go down to that little gear, click that, and set it to 1080p if you haven't already, or set it to auto. Alright, so I wanted to try that jungle map. So let's put that in and see how the jungle looks now. Because I was earlier, that map I was on was Fallujah, which is full of buildings, as you can see, and I had it to full view distance was at maximum, objects was at maximum as far as view distance, and it looked awesome. It was so nice to be able to look across the map and see everything and not have things popping in and out. Really, really like that. Alright, so we're going to come into one of these bases here. Which one? I don't know, this jungle map doesn't look all that much different at the high resolution. But let me check my, I'll have to check my settings, because maybe the resolution is turned down again or something. So let me get a unit in here. I put in the mission enhanced little birds. Right now I got a ton of stuff loaded in. I just threw in a whole bunch of mods. I wasn't picking anything in particular, just so that we could look at a bunch of different stuff and test it out. I also haven't tested this with a bunch of AI in here. So right now everything looks really great and hunky-dory, but then once you get AI, things could come crashing down around me. So now I know how you feel every time you fire up Arma 3. Well, you know, the thing is I had a good system. The system was really good, but it wasn't good enough to play and stream and at a decent quality. That was the problem. I was trying to make it look decent, but then I would have some lag on the game even if you guys couldn't necessarily always detect it, I was getting quite a bit of lag. My frame rates were always sub 30 frames, usually even below that, 20, 25. All right, so where's those helicopters? I want to put the see, I got a bunch of different helicopters in here. I got a bunch of Hueys, Vietnam era. Here we go. We'll put this one right here. I think this is the mission enhanced little birds, which look really good. But I'm not positive. The Bell 412. What's this one? What the heck just happened? Oh, I deleted the pilot and not the helicopter. Okay, that's the one I want to fly. So we'll move this one over. And we'll make the pilot the player. We'll take a look around. Yeah, I've put in the JBAD, not the JBAD, the JSR sound, blast core, smoke, all that stuff. So now we can take a look at the explosions and things like that. Yeah, the mission enhanced Little Bird. I don't know if anybody's got that, but it's a nice mod. Everything looks really good. They did a nice job on it. All right. So we'll head up. Put the earplugs in and we're going to head up there a little bit. You know, I forgot to check my settings. Visibility overall. See, 12,000. I got it maxed out. Objects 12,000. I've turned some other stuff down. I turned up anti-aliasing to 8 times. It's the max. But I turned off the radial blur and the rotational blur because those are frame killers. Because you can see, even with this computer, because I'm streaming and playing on the same computer, basically playing hosting, my frames are just above 30 right now. So, and the whole idea was to go to a 2-computer system, which I'm doing, but I'm having some issues getting hold on. Let me do a sound check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Are the game sounds? Where are the game sounds? Are they really loud? They look like the settings are really high. Welcome back, Ghost. Still can't fly for shit, Spook? Well, if you want, we can. If you want to get on the stream sometime, we can do some flight training if you want to learn. It's not that hard. Let me know if the game sounds are drowning me out, and I'll make the adjustments. Everything is new, so I'm going to have to redo everything that I've worked to adjust to try to get working better. It has all been reset, so nothing is as it was. So I got to reset all my sounds, all of my. That's why my mic sounds terrible right now. My sound gate isn't working. My filter isn't working. I'll be setting those up over the coming days. so things are going to look good, but probably sound a little tinny, a little crappy for a while. You know, this map doesn't look all that much better with this computer. I mean, the graphics are good. The model, of course, looks great now. But the map itself is... Fallujah was impressive. Fallujah was... Because I've got textures, I think, at Ultra, and... Game is a little high. Okay. Let me... still now. Let me turn it down a little bit more. Alright, how about now? Testing 1, 2, 3. Over here talking, I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. I wanted to fly low over the water. I also want to test, I want to do blow some stuff up to see how the blast core looks as compared to before. Now with the settings, because I have particles cranked way up and textures are cranked way up. And I've turned the lighting I didn't really mess with too much, so the explosions may not look that much better. But maybe I can turn that up a little bit for that test. So here's the river. That water, sun's sparkling off of it. Looks awesome. So would you say it's a significant improvement to what my stream has been? Is it running smooth? Is it stuttering, buffering, lagging? Like, what are the improvements that you notice? Because I'm monitoring it right now on YouTube. I was monitoring it on Twitch. But I don't know how much my my setup is affected by the fact that I'm doing all this stuff with this computer, both playing and hosting and streaming, and then trying to watch the video as well. So I could still be suffering some quality issues that you guys may not. So let me know how it looks as compared to before. Like if you can do like a before and after. Like before the stream did this or looked like this, sounded like this, whatever. And now point out the improvements. And point out anything that still seems flawed. Like if you notice any problems. So that I can try to get them ironed out if possible. Now this also isn't you'll be back? Okay. This also isn't going to be, this isn't the final setup. This is just the initial start of the new setup. Getting both computers to talk to each other, there's an issue, so I may need to get some additional hardware. Because what's happening is I'm having a bandwidth issue between the computers on my LAN. Alright, so this map, you know what, let me land. I want to see how things look from the ground. Land in that field that I just passed. The rice paddies. Or whatever those things are. Whoa, whoa. I need to get a new table too. This table is just problematic. Now, I don't know how, I'm sure that the quality of what I'm seeing on my actual game is better than what you're able to see on the stream. And I'm waiting for the stream to kind of catch up. Oh, damn it. Alright, I gotta restart the stream again. I forgot to adjust the setting. So I will be right back. Alright. I don't know if you guys can hear me yet. It says that the stream is resuming. Made a quick change. Now it looks good. I notice it looks really good when I'm still, but then when I go to turn, kind of gets fuzzy. And I gotta refresh my YouTube. Trying to move back and forth a little bit and turn to see how it affects. See, they got these filters. See, it makes it look really blurry on the screen. I don't know why. Are you guys seeing that? All right. I'm going to restart the stream again, and I'm going to make another adjustment. Be right back. All right, so now you get that blurriness when I turn. I don't get that in game. That's only the stream. The game, it looks fine. And as long as you're still, it's not a problem. And if you're going like straight ahead, it's not too big of a problem. I think I'm walking straight ahead now. Let's see how that looks. Waiting for my stream to catch up with me. I tried to turn down the latency so the delay wasn't as bad, but see, it doesn't look. Is it me? I mean, aren't there other people out there? Maybe I don't pay close enough attention. But aren't there other people out there with other live streams where the video looks really sharp? All right, let's go back to the editor. Try a different map. It could be the map too. It could be because of all the jungle plants and things. So let's try Zargabad. So where's the center of town? Should be over here. Yes and no. All right, so we're going to put some enemy vehicles. Sometimes it's just YouTube. You know, that's a good point. Let me take a look at Twitch. Let's see if that looks any different. Where the hell's Twitch? There we go. Because you might be right about that. Of course, now I'm not on that map anymore. I should have checked before I left. All right, so I'm going to put down a couple tanks here, or whatever. Tanks. And what I want to do is I'm going to take I'm going to take the units out because I just want to see how it looks when when they blow up. So we'll delete the crews. We're also going to make it a little bit darker so that the explosions are a little more spectacular. So we'll set it to, I don't know, 7:30 p.m. Oh, I made it 7:30 a.m. You think I was never in the military before? There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. And then I'm going to get up here. So let's see, NATO. We're going to go to the United States Army Desert. Men. Infantry. And I'm just going to do a rifleman and put down some ammo boxes. See supplies. Ammo, and we'll put down some ammo boxes that have launchers. U.S. Army launchers. What the hell? My guy's embedded in the ground. There we go. And we'll set him up so that he's looking at the box and the tanks. All right, so let's get ourselves some weapons and see what happens. All right, so now what the hell am I monitoring? I think I'm still on Twitch. Yes, I'm still on Twitch. So Twitch is looking. Well, let me turn a little bit and see what happens. I think all those plants may have been a problem on that map. It's still doing it on Twitch too. So I'm going to have to take a look at my settings for OBS and see if there's something maybe I can do about it. What the hell? There's no rockets in here? I got launchers but no rockets? Let's see. I should have made this an arsenal. Let's see if it's got a rocket in it. I gotta fix my keybinds. The hell? Why can't I can't even. I can't even pick up or take the rocket launcher in my hand. Why? It's because I don't have any rockets for it. Who's snoring in the background? Nobody. What do you? Does it sound like? What does it sound like? Sounds like snoring. Is it me breathing heavy? Like I said, I turned off my noise gate and filters, so you're picking up every little sound. Like you'll hear stuff from upstairs. You'll hear me breathing. You'll hear. You might even hear cars passing by out on the street because this microphone is kind of sensitive. Or are you just hearing things? No, you might be hearing something, or you might be hearing me breathing into the mic because, like I said, without those things set, it picks up everything, and it makes me sound like I've got emphysema because I've listened to some test recordings in the past before I had the mic set up, and I was really shocked at how much it picked my breathing up because the mic is fairly close to my face. All right, so let me set the arsenal up. This way I can just get whatever. I didn't load in MCC. I should have done that. All right, what the hell? There we go. All right, so this line right here that I'm putting in will pretty much turn any object into a arsenal, virtual, or yeah, an arsenal. What did I forget? Oh, typo. Typographical error. I think that's the only one. Yeah, there we go. All right. So now I should be able to get anything I want out of the arsenal. This that ammo crate there should be an arsenal now. I hope. Arsenal. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Getting some errors from Cup. All right, all I want is the launchers, and I should pretty much have every launcher under the sun now. Not bazooka. I don't want that. Let's do Titan. And I'll do a carry-all backpack. When you get everything up and running, you should do some training missions. Actually, I'd like to do training missions before I get everything up and running. This way, while people are practicing whatever we're practicing, I can be making adjustments. Because I know things are going to be... Oh, it's the wrong Titan, damn it. Alright, I want the compact Titan. And backpack, Titan anti-tank missiles. There we go. So now we'll take the Titan. All my keybinds are all messed up. I can't remember what is keybind for locking the rocket. Should be T, I thought. Let's see, optics. Lock target. What the hell letter is that? That is a T, right? Yeah. I probably have to load it. Yep. Alright, let's try that. Still not locking. What the hell? We were running into a problem with this. I can't remember what the issue was that fixes that. Why the reason why we couldn't lock? Because when I was playing with Joey, he was I think he figured out what the deal was. All right, we'll just go to regular. Arma RPG, this one right here. Load in some rockets. Loaded it. All right, let's crank up the settings for lighting and stuff and see. Dynamic lights, we'll make that ultra. Water reflections, don't care. HDR. Okay, standard is as high as it goes. Shadows, display. And see, bloom, sharpen, caustics. Post-processing. All right, I think that's about as good as it gets right there. Texture, ultra, objects, ultra, terrain, sampling, shadows, particles. Particles will, that's as high as it goes. Clouds, visibility. All right, so let's shoot another tank and see what we get. Did I miss it? How far is that away? I thought it was... Pretty sure I hit it that time. Yep, sure did. So it's about 200 meters. I thought it was... Oh. No, it's not 200 meters. It's a little closer than that. Well, the explosions aren't that much different than they were before. At least I don't think so. All right, so let's go back to the editor. And I don't know if Fallujah had more lights or not. See how the lights are popping on here? I'm a little surprised that it's doing that. I don't know if it would do that in game or not. Let's try putting down an A10 and see what happens from there. I think it's under NATO. Maybe. Or U.S. Air Force, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. The actual A10 versus the ARMA version of it. All right. And we'll leave those tanks out there and see if we can't target them.
Caution, gear down.
I like how they give that caution that your gear's down while you're sitting still on the ground. All right, engine on. Well, that looks nice. And those red lights you see in the cockpit, they really have that in the cockpits because the red doesn't tend to show at a distance as much as other colors. So what they do is they can turn out any, or they turn on these red lights so they can see what they're doing in the cockpit. Everything's sort of backlit. And not just these gauges here, like this, for instance, like this switch right there. That white line would probably turn up red. All these switches in here would be backlit. If when they're on, they might be in the off position there. All right, so let's put our flaps down. Do I have the F-15, 16, and 18 mod? I know I have the F-18. I'm pretty sure I have the other ones. I just don't know how updated they are.
Caution, gear up.
Now I'm getting a caution about gear up. Alright, so bring flaps up. What the hell's that out there? That's just something on the map. Alright, so I don't know where the hell those tanks are because I didn't really pay that close attention. I think they're somewhere in that vicinity. So and my flight controls are reversed. Let me fix that. Options, controls, and plane movement. Nose. What is this one? This was nose down, right? Yeah, so that's mouse up. And then nose down is mouse up, and then nose up is mouse down. Mouse down. Okay, that should do it. Yeah, there we go. Can't remember who I was talking to. I mentioned to somebody, you don't realize how much crap you are running on your computer until you have to reinstall it all. And doing stuff like this, you know, keybinds and all that. Alright, so we'll turn the radar on. What the hell's keybind for that? Plane movement. Should be weapons, I think, right? Radar on, off. Left control R. It doesn't seem to be working. Alright, so let's switch to, if I've got them, Mavericks. Yep, there we go. Right now I'm just trying to locate those tanks. I don't remember where the hell I put. Oh, there they are, right there.
Maximum speed. Caution, maximum speed. Baron, bombs in 2. Caution, maximum
Whoa!
speed.
Whoa! Meant to do that. Got lucky there. I didn't even take any damage. Yeah, I know they keep them up to date, but I don't know if I've subscribed to all of them. Some of them might just be an old mod that I downloaded from Armaholic and didn't get around to getting the Steam version. I just don't remember. Okay, I'm trying to lock on.
Caution, maximum speed.
And for some reason, I can't lock on with the Maverick. Alright, let's switch to guns. I can't remember what the hell the problem was with the lock-on with the Titan and the AGMs, because I've run into this before. I can't remember. It was something simple. And I don't know why my radar's not coming on. Unless this plane doesn't have radar set up. They may not have set it up. I don't know. We'll switch to rockets, see how that looks. The Lao 61Cs. So the stream's looking pretty good. Of course, like I said, that's without AI gumming up the works. Test fire? Oh, down there, okay. Nothing blew up. Back to the gun. Shift R or Control left Shift R? Control. Well, I'm hitting left Control R and that's not turning it on. How about right Control? It said Control R should turn on the radar, but it's not working. But this is the A10 mod, so it may not have the full the new flight controls fully set up in it. I don't know. All right, let's try some GBUs. See, even the throttle controls, like normally the other planes you can go between 0 and 100%. This doesn't have that. So this mod must not be updated for the new flight models. And so that's why I don't have radar. All right, there's one lit off. All right, let's try the Mavericks again. Now, Mavericks are TV guided, so it shouldn't matter if the radar's not working or not. They lock on their own. So, there we go. It locked onto it, but or it recognized the target, but it didn't let me lock. Ugh. See, this is what I mean about going to the new setup. Is that you have to set everything that you took for granted that was working. So let's see. Plane movement, weapons, switch gun. Optics mode. Zeroing gun elevation. So I've been pressing T. Left control plus R didn't bring up the radar. The lock and reveal target was T. Next target. Next empty target. Let's try next target. Let's see what happens when it's night vision. So what can we do for next target? Y? Yeah. All right, let's give that a shot. I mean, I didn't have all my keys bound as it was just because there's so many. But now it's like back to the drawing board. All right, hitting T. T, Y, T, Y, T, Y, T, Y. T, Y, T, Y, T, Y, T, Y, T, Y, T, Y, nothing. I'm just going to plow into him like a lawn dart. All right, let me switch to the F-18. Maybe there's just stuff that's not functioning on this. So I'll go to the editor. We'll switch that out for the F-18, and maybe that'll work better. F-18, I think, is its own. Can't remember what's under. It's under NATO. Planes, F-18, there we go. There. See how that works. I'm pretty sure the radar's working on that because I was using that on lithium. All right. Take a look at Twitch. All right. So far, the stream is looking pretty good. Now, I don't think I have AGM 65s on this, but the air to ground, the Macer, I think is sort of the air to ground version for this plane. I mean, they look very similar. Just put in the earplugs so I can't hear. Alright, so let's see, Control R. And the radar's still not coming on. Shift R? Nope. Alright, so let's see. Damn it, the radar's not working. Let's see if I can lock on. I might have to be within 2 kilometers for it to pick anything up, or to detect it. Oh, they're there. Off a little bit. Still not picking anything up. Nothing. What the hell? Plane movement. Alright, let's see if there's anything under planes. Gear. Right pedal, speed, brake, thrust. Nope. Should be under weapons. Countermeasures. Next target is Y. Reveal target is T. Lock target is T. Radar on and off is left control plus R. Yeah, I hit R2 and that didn't help. Deploy weapon. Optics. Let's make another pass. We'll just mash a bunch of keys till something works. I'm just updating my YouTube there. Man, the lag just gets way behind. Now I would think it would at least see the target from out here, even if it doesn't lock on. I'm hitting RT and Y, none of them are doing a damn thing. You just restart the game. that might actually work. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though, it looks pretty damn awesome from up here. You can see everything. I got everything turned on, and it's just really nice to be able to see things in the distance without having to wait for it to pop into view. It's awesome. Alright, so now we need to do a little stress test with AI. So let's see what Cappy's got running on the server. Let us see. All right. So I'm not sure what you're going to see. Up on the screen here, because my splash screens aren't set up. But all right. Close the game. I don't know what you're looking at right now, but I'll be starting back up in just a second. I was running Liberation 1944. All right, we'll stress test that. What the hell? Okay, you're gonna have a black screen for here for a minute. Let me load up the mods list for that. Oh, I don't have it. All right, so servers. Yeah, that I know you got a black screen now, but we'll be fixing that in just a second here. So let me just remove all the mods. If it'll let me, what the hell? What's changed? Unload all. There we go. All right. Unload all. Then I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to load the mods that he has installed. And the game is starting back up. So in the meantime, I'll put up the test stream stream test message. This way you got something to look at. I have to load all the graphics back up to this computer. Tons of stuff to do. My plan is to be streaming again tomorrow morning, but it's going to be interesting to see what's working correctly and what's not. All right, so there we go. Now the game's coming back up. All right, so this is the World War II mod. And I've tinkered with it a little bit, not an awful lot, because it was kind of laggy on the other setup, and I didn't even want to get into it. That's why we just played the Insurgency for a couple of days. So I still haven't really gotten into this Liberation 1944 very far, because I've been just dabbling in it, just to see how my setup looked when it tried to run this. So this is going to be more of a stress test for the lag. I also don't have my FPS counter up on the screen. I don't know if you guys were able to see that or not, but previously all my streams had a counter that I was able to see, so I kind of knew. And it's not up there right now because I think that's set up through GeForce Experience. In fact, let me see if I can get that to come up real quick. Might be looking at a black screen here again for a minute. So let's see. Settings. Not seeing much. Games, Shield. Oh, what's this? Record, broadcast, not broadcasting. Microphone, camera. Now, it used to have GeForce Experience used to have a deal where you could set the FPS counter up. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. And for some reason I can't close it now. Ugh. See, that's why I'm doing this now, because I don't want to be doing it when I'm trying to run the stream tomorrow. All right. So we're just waiting for it to load. This was kind of a big mission to load in. And it took a couple of minutes for it to finally get loaded up and ready to run. The other thing I still haven't even thought about, mess with, is my webcam. I still have to get that up and running again. So the issue I've been having, like I said, I have the whole idea is to have two computers. One's for the gaming computer, and then it sends the video over to the other computer for it to process and send out to the internet, upload to YouTube and Twitch and stuff, so that it was splitting the load, because the one computer was doing everything. So now it's going to be split amongst two computers. But what's been happening is the gaming computer is sending its data over to the streaming computer, but it's doing it at nearly 100% of the bandwidth of the LAN of the network, and it's basically it's using just about every bit of the network. So there's nothing left to once it sends it over to the other computer, which is it's constantly doing that, because while you're streaming it, it's constantly creating the video and sending it over. The other computer can't. There's no room left to send it out to the internet. So what's been happening? Again, if the game's too loud, you can't hear me, let me know. So what's been happening is when I look at the stream on Twitch or YouTube, it's constantly buffering because there's no bandwidth to send out the video signal. So I'm trying to resolve that issue, and I'm not sure what I'm going to need to do. I've got some messages up in the forum to try to address that. All right. Where am I? Oh, I think he must have restarted it, so now the first guy in is usually kind of jacked up, so you got to come back out and then go back in again. So now, and it shouldn't take nearly as long as before either, I think. So now what's going to happen is it'll put me on the beach. Actually, it'll put me in one of the landing boats. But I'm going to skip past the Normandy beach assault because that is ridiculous. how difficult it is to get up on the beach. And after several attempts, I finally was able to make it by going off to one side and throwing out lots of smoke ahead of me. And I was finally able to get up to the what's referred to as the shingle in Saving Private Ryan. And I was able to get explosives up to the barbed wire, blow a hole in it, and move up. But it took several attempts. I got killed at least 5 times, if not more. Alright, so this is taking longer than I expected. I thought part of it would already be loaded. Looks like it's just reloading the whole thing again. So this is going to be World War II, guys, and equipment. And even on this computer, because right now I'm streaming at 1080p at 30 frames per second, and I'm doing this all. This is all being done on one computer again, on the new one, but still on one computer. I haven't been able to split the workload yet, so I'm going to take a hit in frames. I'm hoping it'll stay above 30, but I have my doubts. So I may have to turn a couple of settings down, like anti-aliasing and a few other things. View distance, I might have to turn that down. It looked great flying in Fallujah, though. And hopefully I can come up with a solution fairly quick. Alright, what's going on here? It's taking so long. I'm going to have to Google how to get the frame rate up in the corner. Okay, so this is saying for GeForce, you click on the little triangle thingy. It'll open the share options. Overlays. So home. It says click on the settings gear. I did, but it wasn't doing anything unless that's I'm already at it. And then go to overlays. But it's not letting me click on the gears, damn it. I don't know. Press Alt-Z to access settings. Settings. Oh. What's this? HUD layout. There we go. FPS counter. There. Awesome. Okay. Alright, so showing that I'm broadcasting right now at 60 frames, which makes sense because we're on the map. This is just a little graphic here, a little video, so it's not going to take any effort at all for the computer to display that. So we shall see what will happen once I start actually encountering the AI, what happens to the frame rate. Locations? Maybe I have to go to locations. Blue 4. No, we're independent. Oh, you know what? Damn it. That's what I've been doing wrong. I didn't pick the right guy. Now I should be able to get in there. Finally. Like I said, I haven't really played this mission much, so I'm still getting used to it. So we gotta go through that process all again. Alright. Time for a beer and a long night ahead. You, who, for you? You gotta go to work? Holy crap, I just noticed it's 2 o'clock in the morning here. Spooky, you said you're up in Vegas, right? I used to live in California, Southern California. Spent a lot of time in Vegas. And in fact, might be visiting there at some point. Alright, so this time should work. I should end up on the beach. Well, in the landing craft, and then I'm going to tell it to skip the beach landing. So it'll just put us on the beach behind a flipped up landing boat. there'll be an arsenal there where I can grab some gear, and then I'll go from there. Now there are objectives. In fact, there's a number of them. And the arsenal will have everything. So because I have all the other mods in there, I didn't restrict it. There's going to be all kinds of modern weapons, which I will refrain from using, but they'll be in there. Or wait a minute, no. I disabled all the mods and then just loaded the ones he had. So maybe that won't be the case. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, time for a beer and a long night ahead for me. Actually, not really. I was my plan was to just come on here and test the stream, which the test seems to be going fairly well. But this is going to be the real test here. You guys said that the stream's looking pretty good. Now the test is to see if the frame rate drops. I've set it to a constant bit rate of 60 frames or 30, I can't remember. Oh, you're from Cali? I thought you were from Vegas. Where in Cali are you from? Tick tock. Waiting.
Welcome to Norway, sir. Don't have a lot of time, so I'll try to make this quick. The day that land is going to be on the June, Sword, Utah, and Go. Under first split. Their objective captures the secure the information. Once done, they push the Jericho back to its convoy and eliminate any carriers in these sectors. Deliver your own supplies and make sure you ration. If you find anything first on your way, make sure you give me a hand. Alright, Captain. That's your objective. Good luck.
Alright, there we go. Oh, what the hell? I am still on this friggin' island. Come on. And as far as I know, there's no way off of it. What does that say? Extended options. That doesn't help me. Alright, screw this. I'm tired of screwing with this mission. This mission's pissing me off already. Maybe I'll play something else. Play another mission. Alright, so we'll do Baghdad Patrol. Or maybe not. It just crashed the game. So let's try... There, we'll load up those mods again. What the hell? Oh. I'm glad I'm doing this now and not during the stream. Although I guess I am streaming, so technically I'm doing it during the stream. But not the scheduled stream. San Fernando Valley. Ah, okay. So no wonder that image of LA looks so familiar. Because you're like right next door. Yeah, I used to live out in the desert, out in the Victorville area. And the Palm Springs, Palm Desert area. So when you go up to Vegas, when you take 15, you used to drive right through the area where I lived in Victorville there. But talking to some friends of mine that still live out there, the place is starting to become kind of bad. All right, so let's try the Baghdad patrol mission again. Okay, it's missing. What is it missing? Cup. Oh, okay. Something no longer exists. BMR Insurgency Fallujah. RHS Cup. Let's try that. See if that'll start. It may not start either. It may be missing stuff. I didn't know. Fallujah. Close. Continue. Okay, let me in. But it didn't let me in to do anything. Bish's World, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're just actually, well, it's going fine. We're doing some testing of the server because we did a bunch of upgrades to improve the quality of the stream. Spooky, this isn't working. Alright, so that's broke mission. How you doing, Bish? Where in the world are you? A seizure zone, pilot, blah, blah, blah. Movie maker. KP support, warehouse, Alden, dynamic ops. Close air support. Oh shit. Let's try maybe one of the multiplayer missions. Yorkshire, England. Oh, damn it. So it's early by you. Because it's 2 o'clock in the morning here. Alright, so we'll host the server. Baghdad Patrol that didn't work, and Fallujah didn't work. So let's see, what other maps we got? Stratus. Alden. Oh, you're a night shift worker? Oh, so you're just getting home or getting off. I kind of want to do something on Fallujah. Yeah, we'll just do Fallujah and do like a 3D editor thing. How did I find that Iron Front Liberation mod? What do you mean? Like, where did I locate it? Or how did I find it, as in, what did I think of it? That question can be taken. Let's see, how do I find it? I mean, if I took you at face value of that sentence, I would say that I'd have to... I found it on Steam. If you go on Steam, you can find just about anything for Arma. Alright, so let's see, pick a spot in the city. We'll pick a spot in Fallujah. Liberation mod. Okay, so what did I think of it as far as playing it? To be honest with you, I haven't had a chance to play it very much. I didn't get very far into it because, as you saw, well, maybe you didn't see, but I'm having troubles getting it loaded because it keeps putting me on the island. Now I don't know if there's something that Cappy has set on the server or what the deal is. So rather than dick around with it any longer, I just want to get some units in here because, like I said, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and I gotta go to bed. Alright, so put a couple of squads here. And I'm just going to send these guys down the road. And I'm going to put my little guy here. I'm going to get my ass kicked, but that's alright. So. Oh, and another thing, just a reminder to anybody that's new here that I still haven't set up all my filters and microphone and all that stuff because this new setup just came in today, so it may not sound very good. I know my webcam's not up, a bunch of different things, so but that'll be fixed over the next few days. Hopefully get the webcam back up, get the video filter or the audio filters back in so that this doesn't sound so tinny. You've been playing the same mod all week. That's how I fund your channel. Which mod? The Iron Front Liberation mod? Alright, so we'll go with 10th Rifleman. Make him the player. And we have, how many guys we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 14 guys. So we're just going to have them all move. And surround this little compound here. And we're going to have these guys move up to the end of the street. And then other side there. Yeah, I've been wanting to play it. Just some technical updates, and that's kept me from doing so. And some technical issues in getting it to work on the server. Because there's this thing about the dedicated server, like the first person in has to go in and then like leave and then go back in. It's weird how dedicated servers do that sometimes. I'm not sure why it does it. Alright, so, and I don't have my walking keybind set yet. Sounds great. Go down, damn it. I think I got him. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the stream or not, but that sounded awesome. And I'm gonna move up here and try to take a couple guys out before they surround me. Where do they go? Oh, there they are. Whoa! Ah, it sounds great. Uh-oh. Where'd that come from? Is that a guy right there? Sure was. I think those are C-stack guys. Ah! Whew. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, damn it. Even with the better frame rate, I still can't aim worth shit. She kept hitting the wall. I wonder if that grenade killed that guy. I wonder. So we touched on going to get my ass kicked. Yep. At least I took a couple out. We touched earlier on the graphics, how the graphics get kind of blurry. Anybody have any input on what can be done to reduce that? Or is there anything that can be done to reduce that? Is there something in OBS? Let's see, I'm taking a look at my settings. The down, see, that's the downscale filter, but I don't have any downscale set. It's set to the same as the actual base resolution. Maharishi Patil. PC specs are, let me bring the game back up. PC specs are an i7 7700. The GeForce 1070 video card, 32 gigs of RAM, SATA drive. I think that's the important stuff, yeah. All right, let's try that again. Let's try it again. And let's see, which way do I gotta go? I think I gotta go this way, yeah. Like, it's okay when I sit still, right? Looks pretty good. But then it's got that sort of blurriness. Where the hell am I? Oh shit, I went the wrong way. Like when I spin and stuff, and I turned off all the blur settings, right? Let me just double check that. Configure, no. Wrong one. Configure video. See, bloom, radio blur, rotation blur. I've turned those all the way down. Because you can see it, how it gets sort of like blurry, chunky chunks on the screen there. Anybody have any idea how to get rid of that? Or mitigate that? Motion blur. Motion blur will improve that? Did I just... Oh shit, guys. Bad guys. The bad guys are here. Okay, so putting on motion blur will fix that. Let's see. Let's try it. I turned all that stuff off, and maybe I created my own problem by trying to fix that. So let's go rotation blur, radial blur. We'll put those to like 20. There, we'll try that. We'll try that. See how that looks. Whoa! Dirty bastard. These guys have like super duper armor on. I can't. Well, I am shooting 5.56, I guess, so. One down. If you don't shoot them in the head, man, they just don't go down. They're superhuman. That guy's dead. Mag repack. All right, let me do a quick check in this room. Spin, 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 spin. How'd that look? Did it look better with the motion blur? Whoa, whoa! There! Oh, he got me through the little crack there. Little bastard. Alright, so I'm looking at the screen right now, at the YouTube. Textures are weird. It's like the textures are sliding over the top of one another, like on the bricks. Oh, there. I just watched myself die again. All right, Spooky. We'll see you later, man. Turn them down. Turn down all those blurs. I know that'll help the FPS, but will keeping them improve the way it looks when I'm moving. So we'll try that again. And keep in mind, guys, I'm trying to test the settings on the stream. That's mainly what I'm doing here. Goofing around in the mission. Because I'm setting up a new... Whoa. He's down. Yeah, I had them all turned off earlier for the sake of keeping the frame rate good, but now I'm wondering if it'll look better if I put them back on. Like sacrificing a few frames, especially if it stays above 30, is worth it if I can get it to look a little smoother and less blurry. And I don't have my walk keybind set at the moment. Oh, no, no! Damn it. Alright, I gotta set that walk keybind. That scared me. Yeah, I'm looking at the ground right now on the stream, and it just... There's like a lot of blurriness. Are you guys seeing that? And my settings are... normal on YouTube, and quality's at 1080. Like for the game, like on my game screen, it looks fine. I don't have any problem. There's no blurriness, no nothing. But then once it gets uploaded to YouTube, and Twitch seem to have it too, that because it is compressing it. Now, could it be because I'm using the hardware NVENC to compress it, and the video bitrate I have at 2500. So let me try turning that up to 3500. See what that does. Because the encoder, I'm using the hardware encoder rather than the software X264, because the hardware should be able. I think it's like 8 gig memory on the video card. High quality. Let's try low latency, high quality. Let me just try high quality, see what the hell that does. That'll probably kill my frames. We'll see what happens. Do I need to restart the stream when I make those settings changes for them to take effect? If the game looks good, it may be the bitrate. Yeah, that's why I just turned that up. But it's at 3,500 now, so I don't want to turn it up any higher than that. Oh, dead. Right in the noggin, I got him. See, it looks great when I'm standing still. It's only when it starts moving around, which stands to reason. See, even increasing the bitrate didn't seem to do anything. So I'm thinking maybe I got to restart the stream for those settings to take effect. It sounds silly, but streaming at 720, 30 FPS may look better. Yeah, to be honest with you, that's what I've been streaming at up until now. I've just experimenting. But I tend to agree with that. So let me restart the stream and see if just doing that will hit these. Maybe I need to restart it for these to take effect, and if not, then I'll go down to 720 and see how that looks. Because that's what this is about. It's about trying to get the quality of the stream up for tomorrow's scheduled stream. So I will be right back. All right. All right. So all I did was just restart the stream. That's it. And I know increasing the bit rate could actually create problems, more problems than it fixes for people that are watching on their phones and stuff like that. So I will probably be turning that back just because I want the quality to be better. All right, so now I'm looking at the stream on YouTube. All right, let me spin around in the room a little bit and see how that looks. It does look, I don't know. See if it's about to spin around in the room now on YouTube, so let me take a look at that. Okay, restarting it does seem to have helped. Oh. Oh, oh. They're everywhere. I want to go over and take his Katiba. Yeah, that seems to have helped a little bit, but it's still looking a little bit blurry blocky. Yeah, I agree. The walls still don't look right. Okay, so let me adjust the settings again. So we'll go with you say 2000? We'll go to 2000. What the hell? Go to 2000 and is that 30 frames per second? And let me restart the stream, and that's all I'm changing right now is the bit rate down to 2000, which is lower than I'm at 2500, but we'll see what happens. So I'll be right back. Hear him walking around out there. Shit. Whoa! Take that grenade. See how fast that guy responded? He just snapped right around and started firing at me. I don't know where he went. I didn't get him with that grenade, though. Game is so much more responsive. Whoa. Shit. sounds are weird. Yeah, I'm not monitoring. I'm so worried about shooting these guys. I'm not watching what the stream's looking like. Whoa. 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 Run. In my opinion, going to 2,000 made it look worse. So I think 2,500 is going to be the number I'll stay at. That seems to work good for me. So, but I will take your suggestion and set it to 720. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's that coming from? Damn it. Guys can absorb so many shots. I'm stuck. Where the hell is that coming from? I just need to find the sweet spot. Yeah. It's true. It's true. And that's especially true when, where the frig is that coming from? Almost feels like it's coming from behind me, but I don't think so. Where the hell is that guy? Damn it. Wanted to lay down for better stability. Whoa, whoa! There's a couple of them over there. Whoa! Partial magazines. Gotta do a mag repack. Got him. Thought I heard a voice. Now these squads, they had waypoints to go over here, so. It would make sense to check around this building. Okay, so what I'll do is, I'm just going to check for this spot here, see if there's anybody left. Maybe I got them all. Okay, so we'll turn the bit rate up. I'm sorry if my audio screwed up. I still have to make adjustments to the audio. Bit rate's going up to 2500. And I'll set the video to 720 and see what that looks like. So, and I can't even adjust that until I start the stream. So I'm going to stop the stream, make that adjustment, and restart it. So I'll be back in like a minute or less. Be right back. All right. So I'm at 1280 by 720 now. I did turn up the rescaling a bit. See, it looks great when you're just standing there still. It's when you're moving around that it becomes a problem. All right, so let's see how that looks. That actually looks pretty damn good. You're you're right. Going to 720, 1280 by 720 is might have been the trick. So let's see, as I'm walking around here, especially these brick walls, I mean, it's still not 100%, but it does seem better. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna try, the last adjustment, because this looks, I'm gonna try boosting it up to 60 frames per second and see how that does. Whoa. Be right back. All right. It looks great when I'm standing still. I'm getting a lot of buffering. Let's see if that settles down here after things get going. Okay, 60 frames does seem to look better. I can't seem to get those artifacts completely out, like on the walls. I think you should be seeing that. The walls get a little funky looking. But I did turn down the what the hell is it called? Settings. I turned down the downscale filter to its lowest setting because I went up to 60 frames. So I wanted to see how it looked that way. So maybe if I turn that up, it'll improve it. And I did put a little motion blur. That might be helping a little bit. I didn't go crazy with it. It's only like a 25 or 28%, something like that. That looks pretty good right there. That's looking pretty good. It's looking damn good. 60 frames seems to have made a big improvement. So one more time, shutting down the stream to make one last adjustment, and we'll see how it looks. So I shall be right back. So it says I'm live again. A little bit of buffering. Let me turn up my screen size here. It's weird how 720 actually looks better than the 1080. That's weird. Alright, so let's do a little turny action here. Let's see how that looks. How does that look? I turned up the filtering. And I am at 60 frames per second, which is good. That looks pretty good. What do you guys think? You guys have an opinion? How does that look? Is that looking pretty good? Let's go back to, I think I got everybody, so let's go back to the editor. And we're going to go up in the helicopter. Take a look around. Because this city looks awesome. I have it on full view distance, so I can see it all the way to the horizon. And it just looks incredible. So let me delete the units that I put down. And delete those. We'll go out to the FOB. Put in helicopter. And I kind of want to do an H64 just because. So that's probably going to be under U.S. Army helicopters. Yeah, H64. All right. So we'll make that the player. And now we'll take a look at the map. And see how it looks on the stream when we're flying around. Now I've set, like I said, I've set the view distance to 12,000, which is I think the maximum. Let's just double check those settings. Configure video and visibility. Overall max 12,000. Object max 12,000. Shadows I turned down because they're not that big a deal. And it's saying 60 frames. And there's a lot of buildings in Fallujah. And I was flying around before and it looked pretty damn good. Oh, you know what? Damn it. Okay, hold on. I forgot to I forgot to account for the fact that I didn't change my game resolution. So so let me check those settings. So the stream video. Okay, I gotta restart the stream. I made a mistake on that setting. I got a little got a little ahead of myself. So I'll be right back. Okay. All right. It says the stream is back. Let me refresh my stream here for YouTube. That actually works. Okay, yeah, there we go. That should be back to normal now. Right? Still at 60 frames. Let's get in the pilot seat. Now I think this map looks pretty awesome from the air when you're flying over all the buildings. And I was never able to really enjoy that because I had to turn my settings down in order to be able to stream and run the game. So it's kind of nice to be able to fly over the city and not having buildings all popping into view. Now it's a little foggy. So I may have to go back to the editor and change the weather a little bit. Yeah, let's let me go back out to the lobby. I didn't realize it was going to get foggy. Attributes, environment, weather. Let's turn all that stuff down. Alright. And we'll make it like 8 in the morning. Alright, let's try that again. Still foggy. What the hell? What's with that haze? Alright, so let's fly over the city. Take a look. Now, you can't really tell because of the fog, but even with the fog, you can see all the buildings are already here. Nothing's popping in or fading in out on the horizon. And it just looks really cool. And I'm at 55 frames. Again, I don't have AI in here making a mess of things. So that frame rate will likely drop once we have AI running around, but still. The frame rate should stay at a very manageable level. Okay, so let me try to fix that weather again. I think it might be the time of year. That's the problem. So we'll set it to July. weather forecast. I didn't check that. No, rain. Nothing. Alright, so everything... Okay, nothing set, so... Should be clear weather. And we're going to move this thing closer to the city, too. Alright, let's give it another shot. And I'm going to take a couple of... Okay, weather looks good now. I'm going to take a couple of screenshots to put up on Discord. Okay, so now you can see... even now, what the hell? There's still haze out there. Oh. Is it because I set it to 8 in the morning? I think so. Got that morning haze, so let's set it to noon. Environment. 12 o'clock. I'll make it 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So 1300. Colonel King 435. Do you think they could ever port Arma to Xbox? They could. It would. Could they? Yeah. Will they? I don't think so. I know I've heard some talk about it, but if they're going to do it, they might wait till the next iteration of Arma 4, or whatever the hell the next one's going to be. They've got one that's coming out that's actual. It's an actual globe, like it's at a planetary level, sort of like that new program that's in development. I think it's called Titan, where instead of being on like you have this map here, right? And this is what like 10 by 10 grid. Bohemia Interactive and Titan, two separate companies working on separate projects, are both working on a global scale. So logistically, like let's say it's Earth based. I don't know if it's actually going to be based on Earth or just a random generated planet, but your bases would be in the United States, and you would actually have to fly or ship all your gear, helicopters, planes, men, across the oceans, across, massive amounts of area to the combat zone, just like you do in real life. Whether that's going to come out for Xbox, because I didn't mean to get out. I did hear them talking about possibly doing it, but they said that they were focusing on the PC first, like to get it all, because that's where it started. The big issue would be controls, because there are so many different controls to try to command your squad and stuff. And it's still foggy. What the hell? I can't get it to be a clear day to where you could see all the way across the horizon, which looks friggin' awesome. What the hell's going on? Why won't it adjust? I don't know. Anyway, you can still see how how many buildings are spawned in. Can't wait for Arma 4. Yeah, I you know, from what I've heard, Arma 4 is going to be. I gotta turn that. The sound in my headphones is too loud. Is the let me know if the game sounds are drowning out my mic. I can turn that down a little bit and adjust it. Yeah, Arma 4 or whatever they call it, looks like it's going to be planetary. That seems to be the next big thing. And I like that. Because right now, the maps are too small to really make the best use of fighter aircraft. Because they're just way too fast. But if they do it at a global scale, that should be pretty incredible. All right. So how does this look? Is it looking all right? I'm looking at YouTube right now, and it's, of course, I'm comparing it to my actual game screen, which looks way better. But the stream's looking all right. I'm still seeing that blurriness, but I don't know. I may not be able to do much about that. When I was flying over earlier, and I don't know why the weather won't change for me, you could see all the way out to the edges of the map. You can see everything. There was no fog. I wanted to take a screenshot, but I don't want to take a screenshot in the fog. Alright, so unfortunately I didn't get things set up the way I had hoped. I was hoping to get the two computers set up functional for tomorrow, but I'm still going to be working with a single computer stream for the time being. And I have a lot of things I've got to set up. I'm going to get my graphics back installed and set up. There we go. So I gotta get the graphics installed. All my keybinds for OBS have to be set up. Just a ton of stuff to do. Webcam. Gotta get that installed again. See, as long as everything's fairly still, it looks good. That's when I start moving around that it gets a little messy. What the hell is that? It's an invisible hangar door. Did you see that? So yeah, Arma 4 has a lot of promise, and what's sort of reassuring is that they have Arma 3 to build on top of. You know, they've come this far in the 16 years that this series of games has been in existence, and now to go to Arma 4 and to go to a planetary scale, their jump off point is Arma 3, which Arma 3 has now gotten to a point where it's, you know, just really awe-inspiring. Still has a lot of issues. The optimization is still an issue. They've made a lot of fixes there, but they still have some more they could do. But considering the scale of this game, and then to go to planetary, I am not even sure how they plan on doing that. Now, Star Citizen is supposed to be coming out. The Alpha 3.0 in early September, the first half of September. And they've, in that 3.0 update, you're supposed to be able to take off from a planet. Like, walk over to your ship, get in, launch, and without any cut screens or anything, fly into orbit, into space, through like stargates or whatever, come out the other end. Or even if you didn't want to go do a stargate, let's say you wanted to just like, you know, actually travel every mile, you could. I don't know how long it would take, probably a lot. But you could actually travel that distance, get to another planet, go into orbit, land, get out, and walk around on that planet. So that game is making big strides in the planetary arena. So things are getting big out there, and that's thanks to the processing speed of the computers nowadays. So Arma 4 does have a lot of potential. We'll see what happens. So that is going to be it. I got to go to bed because the stream starts at 9 Eastern Standard Time. For anybody new, hit that subscribe button and join me tomorrow. You can find my links down below for my social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Minds.com. If you add me to those, you'll get notifications of when and what I'm streaming so that you guys can join. And if you want to join in on the stream, send me an email and I'll send you the mods list and things of that nature, passwords for the TeamSpeak and stuff so that you can join us. It varies on who's going to be there from day to day. Depends on when people go to school, work, stuff like that. Colonel King, sweet. I'm a company commander of Milsim clan called the Vengeance Private Military Contractor, VPMC for short. Unfortunately, we are only Xbox One, and it would help so much to have an actual Milsim game for the community. Add me on Discord. Would love to hear your input. All right. The armor world may only be the size of a small moon. Yeah, but you say only. Think of the biggest map in Arma, which the official release maps, that'd be Altus. Okay, how many Altuses would fit onto that small moon that you speak of? You know, I mean, you're talking at least, and I'm being conservative, 10 of those maps to wrap that small moon, right? And probably more than that, easy. So the scale of that, and unlike now where you get to the end of the map and all of a sudden there's nothing there, there's no man's land. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. So much for the suspension of reality. You know, the immersion sort of disappears. With that, you can circumnavigate the globe. How cool is that? And like with Altus, to fly from one end of the map to the other takes a few minutes. How long would it take to get around the planet? You know, like if you're going full speed. I remember when Operation Flashpoint, the new one by Codemaster, the one that just sort of never went anywhere, had so much potential, and they just let it die. They said that map, they timed it. It's like if you took an aircraft, it took so many minutes. If you drove, it took so many minutes, and if you walked, I think they said it was like it would take you like a couple of hours to walk across that island. Every Arma map stuck together. That would make up the globe or that planet. Let's see. Let me add King to. I'm not. You know, I've only recently started using Discord. Yeah. Well, are you talking about the official maps or like every map that it's ever been made? Because there's some garbage maps out there. You don't want all of them. But I have to say this: that Cambodia map that we play on, and the lithium map, which is the Cambodian one is a desert. Lithium is a. I'm sorry, Cambodia is a jungle. Lithium is a desert map. Very well done by the community. They deserve a lot of credit. In fact, one of the guys that developed one of those maps, I can't remember which one, was playing with us. He had joined us on the server. Sometimes, like when we're playing some missions that we've downloaded from the Steam Workshop, we'll get the guys that put it together to join in on us. Because they like to see their mission sort of resurrected. Because missions, people play them and then they sort of go by the wayside very quickly. All right, what am I doing here? King wanted me to add him, but how do I add someone to? Oh, I guess this way. I gotta search him. Uh, 5, 2, 8, 1. Bish. Where do you broadcast, Bish? On YouTube, I'm assuming? And what's your channel name on YouTube? Bish's World? That makes way too much sense. There it is, I see it. Yeah, there you go. Let's see if you can play some Iron Front Liberation. I want to dig deeper into that. I just haven't had a chance. Either I haven't had the time or the damn mission isn't working right. For whatever reason. Vengeance or King? No, I didn't find it. I typed it into the Discord and you said King number 5281. I typed that in and it said nothing. I couldn't find nothing. Unless I'm searching. In the wrong spot. I've only been using Discord for a couple of weeks now. We only recently started using it as a tool for the community because the community is getting bigger and it's got some features that we could put to use. And I've had Discord for a while. I just never bothered to learn it. It's like you get to a point where it's like how many programs are you going to install? It's like every time a new like TeamSpeak style program comes out, everybody is like, "Hey, install this new thing." No. I have 800 programs on my computer, just all to chat, and they're all going to be different. TeamSpeak serves its purpose, works well, especially since it works with Task Force Radio. Did I copy and paste it? Oh, Colonel King. Is that what you put up there? I thought it was... what did you put? Yeah, that's the problem. I didn't put your full name. That's why. Try that again. Is there a space between Colonel and King? Looks like it. I'm still not finding anything. 5281, right? Yeah. Yeah, it says no results. Here, let me try. Case sensitive. Oh. That's part of the problem too. Alright, let me try that again. See, I'm working with two different computers, and the one computer, for some reason, my Discord is sort of not working the way it's supposed to. I don't know why. But I can't copy and paste between the two computers. That's the problem I've got. Alright, let's try that. Nothing. Capital C Colonel, space, capital K King, number 5281, or hashtag 5281. Right? Hit return, no results. And... mine is Lone Conspirator. And there's a space between Lone and Conspirator. Here, let me just do this. Let me just put the thing into the chat here. I can't. Damn it. Yeah, you're gonna. No, yeah, I can't do that. Damn it. I can't go between the two computers. See, before when I was on just the one computer, all my screens, because I've got 3 different screens active right now, they were all on the same computer, but now that's no longer the case. I can't drag from screen to screen. But yeah, it's Lone Conspirator on Discord. But if you go to video description below, my contacts are down there too. Facebook, Twitter, minds.com, and my email. I generally don't broadcast the Discord because I don't want people coming there and like putting a bunch of garbage up on the chat. People coming in and advertising, come support my channel. That's completely unrelated. Like I've had a couple of women like subscribe to me, and they they're like, loved your videos, support my channel. I do makeup. Like, please. What's my hashtag? I don't know. What is my hashtag? You tell me. Where do I find that? I am a Discord rookie. All right, Bish, did I get... Yeah, I got your page. I subscribed. Yeah, stay in touch. When do you normally stream? I'll try to tune in. I'll say, go to my account. Where's my account? Down at the bottom. My account. There we go. All right. Now what? Anybody who's coming into the stream right now is like, what the hell's going on here? Just looking at a parked helicopter. Stream in around 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now I'm going to bed. It's like 3:30 here. Normally I stream at well, let's see, it's 5.5 hours from now is when my stream starts. I stream for about 5 hours. How long do you stream for? The hashtag should say next to my name. All right, well, I went to my account. I don't see my name anywhere. Oh, it says streamer mode enabled. Is that why I can't see my name? Yeah, I don't see anything that says hashtag. See my account. Nope. I don't see no hashtag. You gotta hold my hand for all this stuff because I know nothing about Discord. I've learned just what we need to function. But I just haven't had time to mess with it. User settings. Oh, there it is. Okay, username is Lone number 6144. Why is it showing me a frame rate for Discord? All right. So now where I'm not seeing anything showing that anything's coming in. Check pending. Under what notifications? Under friends? What the hell are friends? And let me try this. All right. All right. I just sent you a friend request because I can't find yours. Wait, something just popped up. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. There we go. Now, I think I just sent you the link to my Discord channel. Yeah, send me an invite. Let's see. I think Bish already left. I'll post my YouTube on that channel. All right. Oh. Okay, where are we? I'm getting tired. I gotta get some sleep. It's almost 4 o'clock. Put it in clan chat. Are there... Well, how do I get to clan chat? I didn't know. Yeah, do you have like sub channels in there? Like I'm just seeing one big long... I'm just seeing one big long list of messages. So how do I get the clan chat? You have text channels, clan chat is one of them. Yeah, but where do I find it? Clan chat, there it is. Okay, I see. All right. Well, I think that's going to be about it for tonight. Thanks for your input, everybody. Everybody that's here, and even those that aren't here anymore. I really appreciate it. It was very helpful. The feedback is very important so I can get things dialed in. It's going to be several days before I get things back in order. I have a lot of adjustments to do. I got to fix the audio because right now I'm sure it sounds like garbage. I haven't really listened to a recording of it yet, but I know I don't have anything set for my audio. So you're probably hearing all kinds of background noise and stuff that you wouldn't hear normally. So I'll be getting that fixed as soon as I can, hopefully before the end of the week. And as well as the graphical stuff. So I will be back at what the hell? All kinds of stuff on my screen here. What the hell? For some reason, my Discord messages are popping up on. Oh, it's to. Okay. Never mind, it's the chat. The chat showing up on screen. I forgot I had that up. I gotta get used to using this whole setup again. Let's see. Well, I appreciate your support. I mean, we're not we're not Milsim. I mean, not in the sense that a lot of groups play. And we don't do the rank thing. We don't do. I mean, we do when I. Some people have actually requested training to do training stuff, to learn how to do things like fly and use the radios and things like that, just to teach them how to set things. And I was part of a milsim group. I was with a British group. It was over a year ago. I was with them, but I just I was so busy. I wasn't streaming or anything at that time because I got so busy in real life that I couldn't stream, and I couldn't dedicate any kind of time to them. And they only got together once or twice a week, and they weren't. I mean, they were milsim, but they weren't like some groups where they salute each other and all that stuff. What I do is my stream started out with just me, and I was initially starting out as when you're alone, when you don't have anyone to play with, how to get Arma to sort of work as your teammates. So not only using the normal Arma squad controls, but also the mods and stuff like advanced AI command and things, so that you got even more control than you normally would have, and how you can make the game seem like it was more populated than it actually was because you were in there by yourself. So then people were watching that and then they asked to join and stuff, and I let them in because that was sort of the goal, was to hopefully attract people that wanted to play. And while we're not milsim, we do like to try to work in a sort of a realistic fashion when we're playing. But and I'm sure you've run into it, when you get people that come in just off the street. You got people that play like Call of Duty, and even after watching the stream and listening to what I say and getting the letter that I send everybody that wants to play on the goal of the stream, they still, hey Wolf, they still want to play it like it's Call of Duty, like they're the only one that's playing, and forgetting that they have teammates and stuff. So we try to make it so that it's teamwork, and it, for the most part, it works pretty well. In fact, Wolfer, who just typed into the chat, is a perfect example of somebody who's a very good team player. But like I said, we don't do ranks, we don't do all that stuff. In fact, Wolfer and I initially got together because we were going to do some video stuff. YouTube was something we both have a channel, and we had been posting some videos, and sort of I've gone more over towards the live stream stuff, and we just haven't been able to collaborate on video stuff like we had initially planned, mainly because of real life obligations, because gaming takes up a lot of time that we don't all have, because real life needs us too. So as far as like milsimming stuff, the problem I have is that they are a little too structured, and you tend to have guys in those milsim groups that are just a little too serious about it and start getting pissed off and act like jerks to everybody. And over stuff, like not remembering to do this or do that. I mean, it's one thing when you tell somebody, go left or stay here or whatever, and then they start doing, and instead of doing what you told them, they get in the helicopter and go fly off, and it's like, when you're doing a live stream, there's the reason you're doing a live stream is to entertain people, and if everybody's doing their own thing, then they're sort of useless. We try not to get too ate up in that respect. Yeah, family life and time difference really screwed us over. I don't know about that. The time difference I don't think was as much of a factor as family life. And that goes for both of us. Because last year I was exceptionally busy doing stuff in the house, working on the house. Wolford, did you? Are you just? Have you been watching my stream earlier? Did you see any of the testing I was doing? Because now you make me want to go back into the game. I want to show you. The new setup. So let me get airborne again. Are you watch? Yeah, you must be watching the stream because you're here in the chat. You just came in? Okay, so you haven't seen any of the streaming I've been doing the past couple hours? I'm not sure how good the stream will look for you. Hopefully it'll look okay. But I want to take you... This is the Fallujah map. I just want to take you for a little ride and check out the view distances. And it's foggy, so you can't even see all the way. But I've got the view distance set to maximum. So, yep, new rig. Check it out. Nothing pops in. Everything is 100% there. And before, I didn't have any of this fog. I don't know where the hell this fog is coming from. I turned it completely off. You can see all the way out to the horizon. It's awesome looking. Like, you can't even see the radio tower right now. You can barely see it over there. Let me take you on a little ride. Hopefully I don't crash into anything. Does that look awesome or what? And the stream doesn't do it justice. What I'm seeing on my game screen is just... It's like butter. Oh, quite awesome, yes. Yeah, you've had a good running system for a while. No list anywhere. I'm running the GeForce 1070, i7 7700 chip processor, 32 gigs of RAM. I am right now at about 60 frames per second. Now, of course, there's no AI in here, so. Alright, so let me, where the hell's my cursor? There we go. Let me go back to the editor, because I'm just in the editor tooling around. Let me see if I can get, get this friggin' weather to cooperate. So I'm just going to create a whole new scenario and see if that'll fix it. Yeah, that might do it. That might do it. We'll put a Huey in here. That's not what I want. Huey one. I'm not going to go with, well, no, I want to go with the other one. The hell's the gray one? I can't remember the name of it. I was flying around in the map earlier. I was having flashbacks to DayZ. So it's the Army, Marine Corps. There we go. The Venom. That's the one I want. And then I'll put in a pilot. USMC, where's the guys? Cars, Jones. What the hell? All right. We'll get an Army pilot, I guess, to fly it. Pilot. Unarmed. Hell, I can't see him. Why not? Buried in the ground. Damn it. He glitched. It's always something. How about that guy? Yeah, we'll just be an officer. Alright, so finally, I think it's going to be clear weather. So it should be good. You've been running dual dual 970s from the SLI. Yeah, that's helpful. Oh yeah. See, I did that though before. And we'll set it to July 12 noon. Alright, so hopefully that'll... See, it's still hazy. What the hell? How do I get rid of that haze? Attributes, environment. See, I thought if I turned it to July. What about September? That doesn't seem to help. What about like 5 o'clock in the afternoon? Weather forecast. Overcast start, 0. Overcast forecast, 0. Fog start, 0. Decay base fog forecast, 0. Manual override. See, everything's set and it's still foggy for some reason. Alright, well let's try that. Maybe that'll look alright with the lights and stuff. Yeah, I set it to 5 in the morning. I keep doing that. It's not in the military anymore, so I'm not tuned into the military time. Even when I was in the military, I never talked like that. So we're gonna head south to the city. Actually, we're gonna head a little south, southwest. Can you see this? Is that showing up? Where do you see 60 frames? Where are you seeing that, Wolf? When I go into the settings? Still hazy. Damn it. Earlier today, it was, the weather was perfectly clear. You could see for miles. Other times when I was streaming at 720 at 60 frames per second, it was very obvious, not that. That's the butter. Oh, you see that I'm streaming at 60 frames. Yes. 720 at 60 frames. Where the hell am I? Of course. I've tried changing, well, I've told the weather, you know what? Let's do this. Fallujah. We're just going to leave the weather however it's set right now. It's still hazy. What the hell? Still hazy. I don't get it. Did my my settings? My video settings or something change? In previous streams with all the server load and stuff, it was obvious that your PC was struggling below 60 frames even though the option was there for the stream. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's been like night and day. But the thing is I'm still right now I'm running off of one computer still. I'm still working on trying to get one computer to be the streaming computer and the other one to be the gaming computer. Pretty nice view. Yeah, let me put a helicopter in there and then check my video settings because maybe something got changed. Because maybe there was something in those settings that got messed up. Damn it. Apparently there's something wrong with that model. Figures. You gotta go. Damn it. I wish I could have shown you. Because it looks great. But then you know what it looks like. You've been running those 900 cards, so. But with Fallujah, every time I played it, you know, there's buildings popping in or they fade in, you know, when they made that change. And off in the distance, it was just, there was nothing. You know, just as you got to, you know, the 2,000 mark meter threshold, things would pop in. So that's gone now. Now you can see everything. And this gives you a little bit of an idea because you can see all the buildings out there in the distance that you normally wouldn't see. And they're not popping in. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, it's good to see you're getting off the problem with the underpowered PC. Yep. And the thing is, it wasn't necessarily underpowered. It was underpowered for all the stuff I was asking it to do. It was a good gaming computer, but it couldn't game and stream. Yeah, it's horrible with the pop-in. This is nice. I'm gonna get spoiled with this. All right. Well, Wolf, I'm glad that you hopped on. Sorry you couldn't stay longer, but I had to go anyway because I need to get some sleep. Awesome development for the stream. Yeah, hopefully this will help retain people because a lot of people pop in and they're like, ugh, what's this laggy, blurry mess that I'm watching? So hopefully it'll help the channel to grow. And I still have a lot more to do to it. Once I get the two computers to both be functioning as part of this overall stream, it should be pretty awesome. That's what I'm hoping. So we'll see. All right, Wolf. Go do what you got to do. I'm going to get off. If there's anybody left there, I'm getting off. I'm going to bed. So thanks for hanging out. And I'll be on later this morning after I get some sleep. Might be a little later than 9 just because I'm getting to bed so late. So, all right, Wolf. Hopefully I'll see you later. Hopefully you can tune in for a while. So that is it, everybody. Thanks for hanging out for the stream testing, and I'll see you mañana. Bye.